Let's get the body on the line right now. Let's go to the body, and the head will follow.
Mm-hmm. Hit the body,
and the head will follow.
Yep.
We'll call this a body shot.
Okay, body shot.
Body shot with Jesse Ventura. I wonder what's going on with him and in his world.
Yep, we're going for the governor.
All right.
Ah, there he is.
Jesse Ventura, we weren't sure. You kind of let it ring a couple of times there. You are on Scarborough country. Sir, how are you doing?
As a policy, hold on a second, Randy.
Uh-huh.
As a policy, I let it ring for at least 4 times.
Why is that a policy? What policy?
That's a policy I initiated when I was the acting governor of Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
I don't answer the phone. An honest person doesn't hang up and call and hang up.
That's a great point, actually. I'm going to start doing that.
That is a great point.
And I'm glad you enacted that into a law in Minneapolis.
Thank you for doing that, Governor.
Were you the governor of Minneapolis?
I was the deputy mayor of Minneapolis for 12 years.
Wow.
Really?
Fantastic.
I have the keys to both Minneapolis and St. Paul on my giant keychain.
Of course you do.
You do?
Is that a fact that you're not prepared for, McMahon?
Well, first of all, McMahon's nowhere near on the line,
and we
are prepared for that. And I kind of assumed that you would have the keys to all the cities.
Look, I buy it. I totally buy it. What is happening with you? I hear there's a book in the offing.
You've got a book? You're on a book tour?
That's right. I'm on a tour. It's not for the book. I am on a tour as a human citizen.
Okay.
You're on a tour of duty?
I'm on tour as a duly appointed citizen of the humanity of the United States of the world.
I don't know what that is. That seems like you're combining a lot of things there.
Well, I'm on tour and I have a book. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what we.
In your contrarian interview.
Yeah, that is. That's what I mean in our contrarian interviews.
Yes. So what's the book?
The book is called Democrats and Republicans.
Sure.
No more gangs in government. I think that the title is simple enough that you almost don't need to read the book.
No, well, come on.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I don't say that to your listeners. You want people to buy the book and read it. Is there like...
I don't want people to buy the book. Do you think I'm buying into some kind of capitalist, globalist, fascist empire? What I want people to do is Google as much information about it as they can and come up with their own conclusions.
All right, fine, but...
Well, don't you want to put Wi-Fi down in your Mexican compound? This is a way to do it.
I don't have Wi-Fi. I have underground Fi.
Wow, what is underground Fi?
All communications that go in and out of the Ventura compound in Mexico are through underwater cables up the coast of Baja California, and they're secure fiber optic cables. I don't trust the open airwaves.
Yeah.
I learned that from Gorilla Monsoon.
Gorilla Monsoon taught you not to trust the open airwaves.
Well, look, at least he taught you something.
I mean, if anyone took a drop kick or a flying kick from Jimmy Superfly Snuka, it'd be Monsoon, and he would know not to trust the
I don't know. Gorilla Monsoon, he's going to either teach you the Oriental...
We all saw what happened to Captain Lou Albano as soon as he went on the corporate airwaves as Super Mario.
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
Was the end of that.
End of it.
End of his
Girls just want to have fun. That's how they lure you in.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Governor. So you don't want people to buy your book, yet you're going on tour to support the book.
I'm on tour simply as a facilitator. I'm here as a librarian of freedom.
Okay, fine, but you do want... I mean, where are you doing book readings?
Let me tell you something, Vincent McMahon.
It's not...
When you file me away in a Dewey Decimal System, it comes up all V's. V for Ventura.
That's it. V for Ventura, I think. Is he still there?
He might even be off.
Yep.
All right, good.
We have an encrypted phone communication.
All right.
V for Ventura, but that's all V.
So all right. So when they file you away in the Dewey Decimal System, do you want your book to ultimately be in the Library of Congress?
Congress. I don't mind a Library of Congress. What I don't want it to be on is a list from the NSA. I don't want it to be on their reading list. Because let me tell you, the National Security Association is up to no good. They're part of an empire, and that's what I'm alleging in the book.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Allegation.
Well, I was going to say.
My allegation is simply this: is that when we face a two-party system of the Democrats and the Republicans, it's hard for me to say, but I'm expecting everyone else to be able to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's right.
Republicans.
I love it.
It's very hard.
Republican.
It's hard for you to say with your.
What we're facing is we're facing two different gangs who have to climb to the top of the American political empire.
Sure.
Right? And what I'm saying is I've been in a gang. I am a gang member. I no longer active, but I've been in a gang. And let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
It's not Mean Gene.
When you're facing off gang member to gang member, the political process that we see between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney is no different than the title match between The Rock and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H in the ring, SummerSlam 98. I was there. I announced it. I saw it in person.
Well, you know what? It's so funny because a lot of people would say what you're saying is complete gibberish, but I actually think there is something to what you're saying.
There is everything to what you're saying.
A lot of it is for show.
What do you mean that a lot of people would call it gibberish? You're talking about 1% of the 1%.
All right, fine.
I speak for the 99.99.999.99% of the 0.1% of the 99%.
Is there a website for this book?
There's always a website.
What is it?
www.democrypts, and that's an ampersand. That's all spelled out. This is what I'm saying. That's also spelled out. Republicans. The mispronunciation is in the web title. No more gangs in government. ://.www.infinity.
That's
.gov.
That, and we're going to end on that. Thank you, Jesse
Wait
Ventura.
a second. I want to ask you one thing.
Sure.
You think that I'm out of left field because I see that the government is sponsored like NASCAR drivers? Let me ask you, Sklar to Sklar, you have sponsors, don't you?
Yeah, sure we do.
So what I'm saying is, just like the Republicans should have to say, I'm sponsored by Exxon, and the Democrats should have to say, I'm sponsored by Monsanto, I think the Sklar brothers should have to wear a NASCAR suit that says stamps.com and legalsoon.com.
I would do that.
www.stamps.com/Sklar.
Yeah,
that's it.
You know what? I would do that.
You know what?
I would do that, and I think that, look, these guys support the show, so what can we say?
I want one thing that you should say, and if you don't say it, let me tell you this: you're a coward in the ring. That's what I've got to say to you.
All right.
If you don't say this, I'm on the ground in New York City, June 26th at the Upright Citizens Brigade East Theater, and we're doing Conspiracy Theory live, and we're getting into it.
If you are in New York, I do.
Yes.
And if you are in New York and you are a conspiracy theorist, you have to check the show.
You get there on the 26th.
June 26th.
That's a Tuesday night at UCB East, and
you
see
better
Jesse.
check that out and check out Jesse Ventura.
26th, but let me tell you something, Jason.
Yes.
You don't just show up on the 26th. You better be on the ground the day before,
That's
on
right.
the 25th of June.
Get your street team out
Prepare for
there.
that kind of military operation.
Get your street team out there to scope it out first. Jesse Ventura, thank you for coming on Scarborough Country, our very special 100th episode. We really appreciate it, sir.
100th episode?
Yeah.
You think I'm supposed to agree that that's a special episode?
You are not.
I was on the 37th episode.
That's right.
That's the one that people should Google, but it's been removed from the archive.